What is going on, Movie Meals? Movie Meals. Before we get into anything, Movie Meal patrons, Kimberly and Karen, go get some merch, guys. We got new merch. I got stand up. We got new merch. It's Halloween better than Christmas. Get a big old look at that chest right there. Halloween better than Christmas. Grim Reaper chopping Christmas down one tree at a time. Get Santa out of here. But
Yes,
we're here.
sir.
Well, the movie Pearl. It is a prequel to the movie X, which Kyle has seen. I have not seen. Got it rented. Just waiting for some free time to watch it. Been too busy with Cobra Kai, with Abbott Elementary. Great show. Great
Good, you're
show. One of
watching
the
it.
best sitcoms out here.
Mm-hmm.
You watched it
Yeah, I've seen season 1
and you didn't
months
tell
ago.
me to watch it? What kind of friend
You
are
never
you?
asked.
It's not how this relationship works there, pal. It's not
Oh,
how it works.
I guess I forgot to
Wow.
mention it. Yeah. This is how
Wow.
you saw friendship broken here, folks. Should we talk
Man
about
didn't even know
Pearl?
Cobra Kai's around. Pearl,
It's true, I have no idea.
Martin Scorsese's favorite movie in a long, long, long time. So let's get into it here. Kyle, what were your positives about Pearl?
Um, I much enjoyed Pearl because it does similarly to what X was doing in that it was playing with um a type of genre of a film in a certain decade, such as X being like a B-rated slasher, sexy slasher film, and this one here with Pearl is in the style of the Technicolor era, the classic movie era, if you will, of film history. And I like that it played with that because it also ties in with the character of Pearl, who is a girl who is trying to, she lives in her farmhouse with her abusive mother and her sickly father during the year of 1918. And she really loves like the movies. She loves like the wondrous lifestyle that is of an actress, and she wants to be a star. She wants to be in show business. That's like her big dream, and she wants her goals to be achieved. And tries to do that despite her mother trying to keep her from leaving the farm and going off and doing bigger and better things. But really, the core of the movie is this girl who, is just trying to be loved, who is just trying to seek the attention that she feels like she is worthy of having, but at the same time, it's deeper in other sorts of levels because of what she's had to go through her life. But it's a really well done performance by Mia Goth. Who also was in X. Like Alex was saying, X is the first movie, and Pearl is a prequel to that. So if you have seen X already, I'm sure that the connections between Pearl and X are wonderful to look back upon. I know that I keep thinking about it, but if you haven't seen X, I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. In fact, it might be very interesting because Alex is about to do the same. I'm very curious to see if our love for these two movies are going to lie in the same and how we view the arcs of those two movies very differently. And I also really give credit to the director, Ty West. He did a really good job with not only giving that sort of era some life, that Technicolor style, some life to it, but he also did a really good job at making sure the slasher stuff and all those elements were there. The scares were still there, just not jump scare type situations, but it still works on that level. He and Mia did a really great job with the script. I'm very happy that we're getting kind of like a film series out of these
In a
characters in
trilogy.
like this X world. Yeah, with this trilogy that is kind of being set up now. I really like that A24 took a chance with that, and I don't know, maybe other studios will follow the same, or maybe we'll just get more of a trend for that with smaller studios, at least like A24. So those are my big takeaways. What about you, Alex?
I haven't seen X. I really liked Pearl. I thought this movie was awesome. I thought it was one of the better horror movies this year, and I've seen quite a bit. I'd put it second
Mm-hmm.
behind Men so far that I've watched. I thought it reminded me at times a lot of The Witch a little bit. It reminded me of some of that old school kind of campy slasher, but it was much more of a this was a lot of a movie diving into the deep psychology of a crazy person. It reminded me of Psycho. It reminded me of American Psycho. It reminded me of
Mm-hmm.
those type of movies. And I enjoy those. And I really enjoyed this. Going in very blind, four other, six people in the theater, four others, including myself and who I was with. And this is the movie where when I went and saw 3,000 Years of Longing, there was a couple who was like laughing their butts off in the trailer. They were like, "Oh my gosh, we got to go see this." They walked in right before the movie, like literally halfway through the last trailer. They walked in, and I recognized them, and I was like, "There they are, they're here, baby." Um, I really enjoyed it. I really liked what not only Ty West brought, but to directing and writing, but Mia Goth writing this character. It makes me very curious how I'm gonna view X when only he wrote that and the same type of character, because I know the characters kind of overlap a little bit from just
Mhm.
reading synopsises, but or synopsi, however you say that. But
I've heard it
I
both
really
ways.
loved it. I thought the horror delivered. I thought the deep dive into the psychology of a person who was just crazy was fantastic. Every part of this movie I was invested in. I truly think it was, if you were into any of that type of horror at all, you should go run to the theater to see this. It is one of the best movies we've had so far this year. A24 did a great job. But did you have any negatives?
Not really. No, I can't really think of anything that stands out to be too much. All I can really say is kind of similarly to what you were saying. It's not the type of horror movie that is everyone's cup of tea. I can name like many scenes in this movie to where audiences could be scratching their head like, okay, but why? Why did you do that? And, it's just going to be down to a personal taste thing or just the types of movies that you see. So if you're in the mood for, something different, because lots of people are saying we want different stuff, this is it. Like, go out and see it, give it a chance, and you might really like it. But for those who have already seen X, I think they've already been ready for this one to be seen already. So, mostly just for those who want something a little bit different, I would recommend that for you guys.
Yeah, I don't really have any negatives either. I think this is a great horror movie. I think it hits. I don't think people will leave going, "Why'd they do that?" We're watching a killer. Why do killers do what killers do? It's the great mystery that keeps us going to these podcasts and going to watch and listen to these things, because we will never understand the why. And
It's
that's what
true.
makes these so good. It makes me think of a show like Mindhunter and how good of a show that was. And it has that kind of vibe, but it's got some campiness, some really whacked out horror, uh, unpredictable at times, predictable in the best ways at times.
Yeah.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm very excited to see X. I just got to wait for this week to calm down where my buddy can come over and we can actually watch it because he wants to watch it with me. But
Good.
yeah, movie was great, guys. What'd you think of it? Comment below. Let us know. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Go get some Movie Meals merch. Thank you to the patrons. And as always, thank you for watching, Mom.
See you guys.